I'm going to give you the summary about the documentary that we have watched. It is about Singapore Airlines. Singapore Airlines is Asia's best-ranked airline that has been placed first in the 2016 Global Passenger Survey. And Captain Alan Chan, who is the captain of Singapore Airlines, did the same routine every day before he flies the airplane, which he will greet the other cabin crew who will fly together in the same flight with him. Next, one of the stewardess that has been working for Singapore Airlines for 7 years stated that she and the other cabin crews had a briefing session for 2 hours before taking off. If there are any crisis or situation or difficulty occurs in Singapore Airlines, so Quentin Chin, who is the station manager of Singapore Airlines, will be in charge with the problem. He will gather all the crew and started briefing them quickly and thoroughly about the problem. So, once the flight has arrived and the passengers came out from the airplane, the crew quickly explained to the passengers about the flight delay. This way, the passengers will feel calm and assured.
Okay, continue for executive summary. Before pilots get recruited, they need to spend 2 years for training. The training has been done for them to get more confident to take the leadership role. Other than that, it is also to make sure that they have the sense of belonging to Singapore Airlines. In the kitchen section, they prepared 50 million meals a year. The superiors did a daily spot check to ensure that the quality of the food was good. For cabin crew recruits, in the safety and security category, they learn how to handle emergency situations. The crew will return to the training center for a minimum of every 12 months for current training. And lastly, for cabin design, cabin exterior is not the only design aspect consideration at Singapore Airlines.
Next is introduction. For information, Singapore Airlines SIA is not the name of this airline when it was first established as we know it today. The story of establishment of the airlines began on May 1st, 1947 as Malayan Airways Limited MAL. On September 16, 1963, the terrorists of Malaya, Singapore, Sabah and Sarawak combined to form the Federation of Malaysia. As a result, Malayan Airways Limited became Malaysian Airways Limited. In 1965, Singapore left the Federation of Malaysia and became a republic. However, in May 1966, the airline was rebranded again to Malaysia Singapore Airlines MSA. In 1972, Malaysia Singapore Airlines MSA separated into two airlines, which is Malaysian Airlines System MAS and Singapore Airlines SIA, and that Singapore Airlines SIA was born. Above all, many titles and awards have been obtained by SIA, such as the world's best cabin crew service from Business Traveller Asia Pacific Awards for 23 consecutive years, as well as SIA being the world's most awarded airline.
Defining and priming issue of first, innovative employee, second, trends in current practices, and third, nature of employment. Innovative employees. Dale and Singh define that innovative employees as engagement in innovative behavior, which include behavior related to the innovation process. From this documentary, the airline has made positive innovation, which is first, improvement through launching app. The airlines launched the app that can pair with the passenger's device with their system. The passengers can access the facility through this app so they can watch the movie, listen to music, play video games, and etc. Second innovation is creating new menu. The manager of food and beverage cooperate with the chef to create new menu for the passengers business class. The airlines intends to make a difference from other airlines and also to give the best service to the passengers.
Next, for second problem, which categorized in trends in current practices, Singapore Airlines flies to plenty of countries, which includes 75 international destinations in 32 countries that includes in 5 continents. This is as of June 2022. As we know, Singapore does not have domestic flight as it is a small island city-state. Singapore Airlines is having issues on attract customer domestically. The reason why is because domestic market has gone rather weak, and this making it difficult to recruit new passenger for the airline's domestic market operations. Other than that, the development of high-end rivals has made things difficult for the firm when it comes to foreign flights. For example, like Emirates. These businesses provide customers with discounts and leads to their market fragmentation.
For next is nature of employment. For the issue that related to the nature of employment for Singapore Airlines is the corporation encountered difficulties when it came to paying their pilots what they were due. According to reports, the pilots were paid far less than the amount that was set globally. To accommodate a change that would result in higher compensation for the pilots, the business would have to give up its competitive advantage of offering exceptional customer service at reasonable prices. Okay, for next is salary and benefits that Singapore Airlines has offered to their employees. With Singapore Airlines, successful candidates will benefit from a fulfilling career, in-depth training, and opportunities for personal development. Throughout the training, they will be given a monthly stipend. They also will get a competitive salary upon appointment as first officer, and in addition to a number of bonuses and benefits.
There are three relations of Singapore Airlines with Sustainable Development Goals (SDG), which is the first one, industry, innovation and infrastructure. The second one, quality education, and the third one, decent work and economic growth. The first SDG that related to Singapore Airlines is goal number 9, which is industry, innovation and infrastructure. SIA mainly focus on the environment and customer focus for these goals. The first one is fashion. Therefore, SIA provided a 15-week-long training program for the cabin crew. Other than that, SIA also provided another program for the staff, which is fashion, a team building training for organization development. The training initiative is designed to enhance and promote integrated safety, security, and service excellence among SIA staff from flight operations, cabin crew, engineering, and ground service. The second one is industry-leading innovation. There are many industry-leading innovations that SIA provided, such as 2 USB ports, reading lamps, cocktail tables, noise-cancelling headphones, and champagnes, even in economy class. These airlines were also the first to offer free headsets, a choice of meals, and free drinks in economy class back in the 1970s. Besides that, SIA also the first airline to introduce Chriswood, a state-of-the-art in-flight entertainment system across all cabin classes in 1995. The third one is product innovation, or we can say as change in infrastructure. In one interview, Goh Chong Pong, CEO of SIA, mentioned that SIA does its comparison with older generation planes, with the result, new generation planes were 30% more efficient. For example, in 2015, SIA unveiled its new premium economy class seats. They also converted 5 Airbus A314 500 aircraft from 64 business class and 117 premium economy class configuration to 106 all business class configuration for its routes to Newark and Los Angeles. For the last one is in open innovation. There was innovation digital blueprint that company announced and launched the apps challenge fascinating experiment in open innovation.
Next, Singapore Airlines are focusing on the value of their employees and care for their condition and development in terms of giving quality education. In order to achieve inclusive and equitable quality education, the Sustainable Development Goal was established. This is to seek to create a better and sustainable future for everyone. Singapore Airlines can play a significant part in advancing this objective, both inside its own company and in the larger community. Based on the documentary, Singapore Airlines giving its employees the training opportunities. The objective of the training is to give the employees an understanding of what it means to be a professional pilot. As a result, they can ensure that each employee is knowledgeable, talented, and capable by investing heavily in the development and education of its employee. This benefits not only the individual employee but also the company's overall performance and competitiveness. Next, Singapore Airlines can make from quality education is by implementing sustainable practices. The documentary video stated that before allowing them to board a real plane, batches of new recruits must pass through the training facilities. They are given a variety of situations and responsible for getting them in shape. In addition to assisting the firm in operating more sustainability, this also regarding the significance of sustainable practices and the part that businesses can play in achieving in SDG.
So next we move on to next SDG, that is decent work and economic growth. So for this SDG we will see this how the Singapore Airlines apply this decent work and economic growth to their company. So first, they provide employees with fair wage and benefit. So the benefit that can help is that can we get is helps to ensure that worker and supplier in its supply chain are treated fairly and paid a living wage. So we go on to the next point, that is implemented several programs to support employees development and career progression. So this is important because we want to encourage the employees to take the leadership roles within the organization. So we move on to the next point about investigating in sustainable infrastructure and community development project. So this is to help in creating job and promoting economic growth in the company. So we move on to the last point of decent work and economic growth. It is about strong focus on corporate social responsibility. We want the Singapore Airlines apply this because they want to actively engage with its suppliers to promote sustainable practice and fair labor standard.
In conclusion, Singapore Airlines is a well-known airline that made significant contribution to the aviation sector. With its skilled staff committed to provide a pleasant and enjoyable travel experience, the company has a solid reputation for offering outstanding customer service. Singapore Airlines is known for its dedication towards the innovation and sustainability in addition to its attention on providing excellent customer service. The company has made investment in reducing technologies to minimize its environmental impact, and the business has also shown a great commitment to the welfare of its employees, putting a particular emphasis on offering chances for training and development as well as promoting a supportive and inclusive atmosphere. This has contributed to the development of a highly qualified and dedicated workforce that is committed to provide the customers the best quality service possible.
So the recommendation that I can give for Singapore Airlines to improve its ways, they can improve the in-flight experience. So they can improve by investigating and upgrading in a new seat and entertainment system. So when they improve the in-flight experience, they can attract the customer to try the new things and the new experience when they using the Singapore Airlines. So we move on to the next point, that is improve in their technology system. So how can they improve in their technology system? By invest in new technologies such as biometrics and artificial intelligence to improve the customer experience and make travel more efficient. So we move on to the next point, that is expanding its route network to more destinations. Uh, the, this is because we want to attract more customers using the Singapore Airlines. They can add many routes such as go to the South America, or go to the Europe, or go to any place that they don't have. So we move on to the last one, that is explore ways to improve its loyalty program. It is to make it more rewarding for frequent suppliers.
Lesson that we get from the documentary is, first, good at making decision. Station manager made the best decision to solve their crisis by giving new boarding passes to the passengers that missed connection. Next, in terms of teamwork, Polo Zambrano worked together with the team of International Culinary Panel to create new menu to serve to business classes for the best service. Last but not least, responsibility. The pilot is responsible on the safety of passenger until they arrive at the destination.